We live on the high plateaus of Vietnam, the land where the elephants speak.
Ngã thôi cái là cái đàn này cốc ngã đốt thuần nó đi giảm nó toạc cặp chưa.
My name is Makun. I am the oldest of all the elephant hunters. Here on Yak Dan, the sacred mountain, I pass on the knowledge needed for capturing wild elephants. Thus we return to the time when man and the elephant were one people. The elephant is our ancestor. In the beginning, elephants were men. One day, a woman found some fish at the edge of a pond and gave it to her son, who was very hungry. The boy was transformed into an elephant calf. The mother hid her child and gave the rest of the fish to the non-fishermen around the pond. They too were instantly changed into elephants. They returned to their village where they were given lots of rice to eat and sent away to learn to live in the forest. They left, but to repay the village, they promised that man could always call on them if they were needed. The calf told them that to do so, they must take a buffalo and some jars and prepare a great sacrifice, and then, with the buffalo hide, make a rope for catching the elephants. Ever since then, the elephant has been sacred to us. Their capture is a mystical quest with many secrets that I have passed on to the men of my village. They hunt alone now. I am too old to go with them. Isan is riding the last elephant I captured. He is the youngest of all the hunters, but he has already taken 4 elephants. Along with Mave and Majung, Isan is on the trail of a small group of wild elephants. The tracks are less than 1 hour old. The elephants cannot be too far away. There must be absolute silence.
Rơi đi. Hả? Mà nhiều cái tặng quần rồi này. Nhiều mạnh ngay thì tặng quần. Ui, vậy bà bình thường đấy. Nhàng mạo, nhàng bận thèm mạo. Tầm chuột mạo với nó. Cái gì cái này để 11 tầng cả. Hả? Em nhập dạ đấy nó mùi tăng cả. Cô gặp vào hai. Tao nói ta tao mau vào này. Giống rồi. Giờ có lẽ này thôi rồi. Mà ta tôi làm đau này. Đau bị dục.
Our village is on the bank of Lake Yahweh, in the heart of elephant territory. When they return, Isan, Mave, and Majung come and talk to me about the hunt.
Ở đây đấy, ta dừng lại đó. Cả cỏ này là giang táp đó mà. Cái bô cái màn đi chít dài thì đầu nó có nặng rồi. Nó vượt này, bài vượt đấy. Nó cắt thao, nên nó bự le tới hàng phải nó le. Xe le gan. Thế nó tắt tay này. Còn nó mà xoại bụng. Mầm bự. Thua hai bé này, thua hai cam cao hai. Tính năng nhá lùa của mạng nhá, tính cắt đồ bẹt tự này. Đồ đó lùa lên này. Tính năng kẹo như lấy kẹo nhiều nữa. Em bắt được kiểu em bắt nhưng mà không chui được kiểu gai nhiều quá không bắt được. Anh rắn dòng có. Việt man đấy là màn mới. Cạm với co nên bực lại cái sang rồi sang bằng vui bằng nụ nhẹ nhàng ta qua đi chạm qua tí ta đi ta thọ cái ba rọc đó là nào cái chữ này chúng nó thật sự vợ cọ tôi tại nhiều trầm của trầm ta thơm đã thơm 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 cái thơm cái thơm
We do not capture small elephants like this one. They are too weak to be trained. But we found him in the forest. Poachers must have killed his mother. He could never have survived on his own, and the spirits made it our duty to take him in and raise him. We never keep young elephants in the village because custom forbids us to have an elephant born in captivity. For the nuns, elephants must be born free, like humans. All the elephants in our village come from wild herds. They were captured and then trained. The women in the village have adopted him. They help me prepare his food. He is the child of the entire village. But he has little chance of surviving. I only have rice to feed him. The dry season means the end of the rice harvest. When our lofts are full, we have more time for the elephants. I do not hunt any longer, but I continue to train elephants. It's less dangerous, but much longer and more difficult. You must be patient to earn the animal's confidence. This wild elephant was captured 3 months ago. We keep him tied up far from the houses on the edge of the lake. I come every day to feed him so that he understands that I am his friend. A wild herd has been spotted. Before leaving, the hunters come and ask me to help them with their lasso. Lassos must be checked very carefully so that they do not give way. They have to be solid enough to resist the shock of an enraged elephant and flexible enough to be handled easily. They are very precious, since they are made of braided buffalo hide, and we only have buffalo hide here once a year during the great sacrifices. 3 buffaloes are needed to make 1 lasso. Before leaving, our hunting elephants participate in the ceremonies. We ask for good fortune by offering the spirits sacrifices. O spirits, attend our sacrifice. Here is the first of our rice beer. It is for you, O spirits. We are going to look for elephants. Help us to find them. Help us as you helped our fathers before us and their fathers before them. O spirits, give our lassos strength. Become part of our lassos. Make the elephants appear before us when we are hunting them, O spirits of the forest. Permit our lassos to capture them. O elephant, this rice is for you. Gather the other elephants into a herd so that we may capture one, the biggest of all. O spirits of the mountains, spirits of the water, spirits of the elephants, come back to us. Eat our pig and drink our rice beer. May the blood of this pork mixed with alcohol from the jar protect you and put you on the path of a wild elephant. O elephants, remember the rice we gave you long ago. And you, the hunters, purify yourselves. Ask forgiveness for the sins you committed during your previous hunts. Isan, Mave, and Majung will be away for many weeks. They will go far, very far, beyond Srepok, to the Cambodian border. My spirit will be with them. On the other side of the river, there are no villages, no men. It is the territory of the elephants. Each year during the dry season they return because of the abundance of food. It is one of the few places left where we can find herds of more than 20. After long hours on the backs of their elephants, the hunters stop for the night. In the forest, we rediscover our freedom and our nomadic instincts. We escape the everyday life of the village. For a few weeks, we forget our fields and become hunters once again. The forest becomes our home. We take only rice with us. The forest supplies us with the rest, like this wild rabbit. In the meantime, I continue to train my elephant. Today, after 3 months of daily visits, he finally accepts our presence, and I decide to untie him. It's a very important moment. If he reacts well and remains gentle, the real training can begin. He must learn to walk, carrying a man on his back. We constantly repeat his name and some simple commands. We practice on the lake, since he can sometimes cause his rider to fall. He must be watched constantly. Even the most peaceful elephant can have sudden fits of violent anger. Each step in the training includes prayers in which we ask the elephant to participate. I thus see to it that the spirits are with us and that I have not broken any of our sacred laws. The rice thrown into the flames is a way of judging my chances of successfully training my elephant. When the rice culture permits us the time, and while the younger men are hunting for elephants, we spend a great deal of time fishing. The lake is swarming with fish. Each time we cast our nets, we remember that it all began here, when the elephant and man were one people, fishing in the lakes. Isan heard some wild elephant sounds during the night. At dawn, they leave in search of them. The tracks are fresh. The herd is less than 1 hour away.
Thuần, thuần, thuần nè. Thuần, 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 thuần.
The hunters go through a labyrinth of sharp, intertwined bamboo. Wild elephants take refuge here during the day to hide and to protect themselves from the sun. It is here that we must seek them out, and very carefully, since the bamboo can injure us or make us fall. The hunt is long and difficult. We spend entire days on the backs of our elephants, searching for wild herds over an immense territory. Hunters turn around in circles. In their search for food, the elephants disperse and go back on their tracks all the time, making it very confusing and difficult to pick up their trail. But Isan is an exceptional scout. He will find the trail. The hunters have heard the elephants. They are nearby and can surge at any moment. This time the elephants are here. Isan goes after them. Faced with this wall of thick bamboo, the hunters abandon the chase.
sang nó cù
đấy
rồi để được gul này ra cho mà thôi này nó thôi là ao một đó quật mày quật nạ đi bên này này chẳng này ra bên này đấy này cái lai đó
mùi thật là này tầm bướm
đi chỗ mân ở chỗ mà tưởng tròn nên nó kết
nó rót cái lan này rót nó tỉ mạnh
At Yahweh, the second rice season has already begun. After 5 months, the training becomes more exacting. We give more and more complicated commands, like ordering the elephant to sit. At first, the elephant resists each new step, but finally gives in. He realizes that authority does not necessarily exclude generosity. We Hmong love our elephants. They have a soul. I make him run. He must get used to this new exercise so he can chase other wild elephants. This training only looks elementary. We know how to make elephants obey us very well, but we never ask them to do anything that requires great strength or agility. After his training, we finally take him to the other side of the lake to get him accustomed to people and houses. I love elephants. They are my entire life. For us, they do have a soul. The hunters are discouraged. The spirits are not with them. Capture seems impossible, and the rains are beginning again. Exhausted, the men and their elephants go on. It is the hunter's last chance before returning to the village. Isan has managed to isolate a young elephant from his herd. Mahjong and Mave rush over to cut them off. The elephant must not be allowed to get back under the cover of the bamboo. Mahjong does not succeed in catching the little one. His own elephant is exhausted after days of hunting and cannot get close enough. Isan takes over. We let our lassos drag along the ground so that they pick up vegetation, slowing the elephant down. We follow him until he's completely exhausted and gives up trying to run away or even to defend himself.
Tôi trên bạn này.
Ông nghĩ cái mặt đấy.
The elephant has been solidly attached to a tree. We leave him there for 2 days, the time needed for him to calm down and get accustomed to the odor of our elephants. We ask him to live among men. Oh, elephant, remember the rice we gave you long ago. Oh, elephant, remember your promise. Live among men. We need you. Tonight we give thanks to the spirits who have helped us in 2 ways. One elephant has been successfully trained and another has been captured. Thus the cycle remains unbroken. During the ceremony, the newly trained elephant becomes a member of the family. He has finally consented to live among men. To honor the 2 elephants, a buffalo is sacrificed to the spirits. I, Makun, am the last Ivory Knight. The wild elephants we capture and train link us to our nomadic past. They are the last symbols of our lost freedom. The survivors of bygone days when the elephant and man were one people, fishing in the lakes.